everyone. I'm Rodney. I'm here with Board Game Geek. I'm also here with Clay from Capstone Games. We're going to talk to you all about Pipeline. Well, he is. I don't know anything about it. Please tell me all about that. I'm very curious.
So this is a game by Ryan Courtney, first-time designer, and artwork with Ian O'Toole. Ryan brought some really good design talent to this game, and very low rules overhead, but some deep gameplay.
Yeah, you were saying earlier the rule book, although it's like something like 12 pages.
It's just 12 pages.
There's actually 4 pages of the actual rules.
Yes.
So this is like reference stuff and pictures and things.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We've got some upgrades and end-game scoring cards, just like more of like an appendix on the rules.
Right.
So it's you read the rules and you're like, wow, the rules are going to get out of the way.
Okay,
so,
excellent.
cool.
Well, how does this work? What's the general idea?
So the theme of this game is the government is getting out of the oil business because this center board here represents the government's refinery network. How unorganized.
It doesn't look very good.
No, it's very messy, and
okay.
So that's what this represents. And it's the demands for oil refinement have gone through the roof. So over the course of, we're going to play through 3 game years, the government's going to get out of this business and privatize it. So you as the player are going to start your own company and do a lot better job than the government has done at refining the oil and creating your own network.
In theory, we're going to do better.
Yes. Your first try, you're probably going to be like, wow.
Okay.
So. But yeah, so over the course of 3 years is what we play. Each year, the number of turns you take is reduced because it's an engine builder.
Right.
So by that 3rd year, there's only 4 turns.
But you're doing a lot more? Is that the idea?
You're just
along?
So I guess this game is, it's got a nice tile laying aspect to it, but it's built upon an economic system. So obviously most money's going to win this game, but those last 4 turns, you are cranking out so much money because of your networks built up, and you can really make a lot of cash on the high-valued oil. So, but yeah, so I guess how you play this game, it's an action selection. You've got this grid of different actions to take. On your turn, you can take any action. Just because another player's there doesn't mean that you can't take it.
Okay.
So if I wanted to go there, I could go to the crude market and buy some oil.
Right.
There's some other markets down here. But what you're doing is, again, you're building up your network. The first year...
So you're building your own private tile set over here?
Yes.
Is that the idea?
Correct. Okay. And these quadrants, I won't explain how it happens, but as the government goes out of this business, these are going to be grabbed up by the players and purchased. And then you can literally take these tiles and buy them on your turn, and this is where the fun comes in.
Okay.
You can like start making out and improving your network, connecting these lines as they interweave together.
And are you trying to match like things? Is that better than, because I noticed we have like seemed like a very good one for the silver pipe, and we got the silver one running into
exactly. So what is the purpose of doing this?
Yeah.
There's 3 different types of oil, and each oil has 4 different grades.
Yep.
So it starts off as crude, and then it can be refined up to low grade, mid, and then finally high grade. High grade is going to give you a lot more money than the various types of low-grade oil.
I see. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So, how do you get to that high-grade level? These are the refinement requirements up here, and these will be randomly set up during the game, so you can see before you start playing what's kind of attractive. So, for example, on this silver pipe, to go from crude to low grade, it requires a length of 4.
Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah.
As an action on your turn, you can choose to refine your oil. So we look at your pipe network. If I choose this tile to refine, actually, I'm going to go this route.
Okay, sure.
So what you do is you take your person and you put them on a tile, and every single pipe that's running through that tile will operate, and that will be your turn.
Gotcha.
Okay. So how this works is.
So placing here, you're operating both of these pipelines. Is that right?
Yeah. So this pipe, this orange one, which happens to run into itself. So really we're going to do 2 operations here. So the first one within the silver is a length of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 segments.
Yep.
So to go from low to mid, to go from crude to low grade, it requires 4. But in my player board here, you've got the different grades of oil. I've already got a...
Oh, this is the tanks. You're filling the tanks up here.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I get it. All right.
And you can improve your tank farm by purchasing them through a different action. But the crux is really refining it. So if you look to go from low to mid grade, you'll see you need a length of 5, which is exactly what we have there. So this automatically jumps up to mid grade. Now we look at the other pipe network. We've got this long orange one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You did pretty good there.
Yeah. So we can take this crude orange and jump it all the way up to mid grade because the total would be 9.
Yes.
And we have 10.
Okay.
So this jumps all the way up to mid grade.
I guess this is where you want to upgrade so you have more tanks. Because if you're trying to go up there again, you've got nothing.
Exactly. You need the tanks to do it. But that's the turn. So
Yeah.
and then the next players would go, then we move. I mean, obviously this is like mid-game setup here, but the turns are fast. Like you do one thing, and that first year you have 8 actions, but it seems like a lot. But that's where you really need to build your infrastructure, because as the years goes on, you don't have as many turns.
Right, and then and how do you get money out of these tanks?
So a different action would be to go to the refined markets.
Yeah.
You can sell here.
Right.
So if I went to refined market 1 would be a good idea. I could sell this one, this mid-grade for $40, and then this mid-grade for $45. So I would get the
and you get the money, and money's how you win, right?
Yes.
So we've kind of seen in a way almost start to finish the flow of what you're trying to do with this oil and then sell it and make money.
We have contracts that you can fulfill every year. These can hurt you if you don't fulfill the contracts. By the end of the year, you get penalty cubes. There's a big negative scoring. Orders are one-shot deals. You have to have all of the requirements to fulfill the order.
At the time?
Yeah,
okay.
And that's a free action.
Yeah.
So there's various ways to do it. One thing I do want to mention before we wrap it up, the machines.
Yeah.
So as you play this game, my first few times playing it with Ryan, I never could see how you could use a machine. And this is where the depth of the playthroughs come through. And these are very powerful, because one action is to actually run your pipes. That takes a whole turn. If you have a machine on your tile, it's going to reduce the length, because it has to go over the top.
Right.
But at the end of your turn, you can do something else, and at the end of your turn, you can pay $15, and it turns on all of your machines, and it automatically runs everything connected to it.
Oh, wow.
So it's like a free, I mean, you got to pay to do it.
Yeah. But instead of taking a full action to do that, you can do something else, spend the money, and then run your pipes again.
That's where your engine starts really cranking out. If you've got contracts, then you can start fulfilling orders, gaining a lot of money as the time goes on.
So is this a game that's available now, or coming soon, or what's the
We are releasing it at Origins. This is going to be our Origins release. It's almost done. It'll be on a boat.
It looks almost done.
Yeah, this is the pre-production copy. It's not, the colors aren't as vivid as what it's going to be when the mass production is done, but it's pretty much there.
Okay.
So.
Well, this is something that interests you. Make sure to keep an eye out for that. Clay, thanks so much for giving us an overview.
Absolutely,
Really appreciate
Rodney.
it. And all of you, thanks for watching.